like to introduce first Dr. Warren Rosenberg, who is the chair of the search committee for our athletic director.
Thank you, Brian, and thank you all for coming. This is an exciting day for Iona College athletics. And as chair of the search committee that worked over a period of probably a little more than 3 months, looking at 70 extraordinarily qualified candidates and going through several rounds of interviews with the finalists, Gene included among them. I'm probably, well, with the exception of his family, the most familiar with Gene's accomplishments and his attributes. And it is an extraordinary fit for the college. The search committee was unanimous that Gene was their choice. And when we first began deliberating with the group that essentially was the final 12, 4 members of the search committee blurted out, "I'm a Gene Marshall fan." And we're glad we got him. Gene, welcome. And you're going to love him in athletics.
And now we'd like to invite the president of Iona College, Brother James Ligori.
Thank you. Over the years, I've had the privilege of attending many of these, and in the last 3 years of attending several in this very room. It's always a privilege to welcome and to introduce a new member of the community. It's always a sadness to lose the person that he or she is replacing. I interviewed Gene and the other finalists, along with my successor, Dr. Joseph Nair. Joe then interviewed both candidates again, separately, and since this is really his hire as much as it is mine, because obviously he will be the one who will be working with Gene, he came back to me at the end of that second set of interviews and said simply, "Mr. Marshall is our person." And as any good departing president, I said, "Your wish is my command." When I interviewed Gene, subsequent to that, the one thing that we kept coming back to, that to me was the clincher, was when he told me what had attracted him to Iona. And ladies and gentlemen, it's you in this room that attracted him to Iona. As you know, Gene has a daughter here, happens to be a basketball player, but aside from that, she's a student here. And he said to me that the most important thing that he learned during his daughter's first year here was how much we care for our students. The coaches, the academic advisors, the athletic administrators, but across the college campus. To me, that bespeaks volumes about our mission. So, Gene, I hope that as I listen to your accomplishments going forward, as I'm sure I will be, and as we win several national championships, as I'm sure we will be, and in fact, Brian just promised me that he will be your first national championship in water polo whenever it is. I know that you will hold sacred the trust that's being given to you, and that you will do an extraordinary job for our student athletes, and just as importantly, as far as I'm concerned, for the good of the college and for its extraordinary mission. So welcome to Iona. We're delighted to have you with us.
Talk about pressure. I know. Good afternoon, everyone. It is truly an honor and a privilege to stand before you this afternoon as the 8th Athletic Director in Iona College history. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God where all my blessings flow, and this appointment is truly a blessing from God. I would also like to thank Brother James Ligori and Dr. Joseph Nair, President of Iona College and President-elect of Iona College for having both the confidence and the belief to select me to shepherd this very historic athletic program as we move progressively to greater heights. I would like to take a moment on behalf of everybody in this room, the Department of Athletics, to express our sincere appreciation to Brother LaGore for his 17 years of outstanding service as the president of Iona College. He has brought the college to new heights and has significantly advanced and moved the profile of the college during his tenure. Please join me in giving Brother LaGore a standing ovation as we wish him the best in his retirement as he begins the next phase of his life. I would also like to thank Dr. Warren Rosenberg, the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs and Chair of the Search Committee, as well as the Search Committee members, Mr. Dave McCabe, Esquire, Dr. Frank Fazio, Dr. Don Moscato, Mr. Anthony Mazzella, Mr. Kevin Kavanaugh, Ms. Stephanie Rocco, and Ms. Mary Ellen Callahan. Please give them a round of applause. I've been very fortunate to have a lot of friends, and I call them my board of directors, who spend time with me as well as mentors. From my high school coach, Mel Henderson, to my college coach, Jim Calhoun, to Richard Buckler when I first became a small Division III head coach, took me by the hand and made sure that I met all the right people to learn the right things to be a better coach. To Arthur Eason, Kevin Anderson, who's my former boss and a friend, Craig Littlepage, Dutch Bachman, Tom Thomas. There are a few people that are here right now. Chuck McBreen, Jose Rabembis, Todd Lizzo, Taisha Grace, Derek Rittenberg, and Joe Mazzella, who I'll tell you a quick funny story. We've been friends for 26 years. He was a referee when I first started coaching. I was very excitable, not like Coach Pizzello or Coach Clues. I was very excitable. They're very calm. So he runs by and he says, "Hey, if you want to be in this business a long time, just take it easy. Take it slow." So 26 years later, Joe, I've taken it slow. Thanks. Under my leadership, we will strive for excellence in the classroom, on the fields, tools, courts, and tracks of competition, and we will be citizens of the college community. We will work as staff extremely hard to set the conditions for the student athletes to succeed and have success. And I firmly believe that everyone in this room will help in that process, and you will see the success of the student athletes a la our water polo team. Athletics to me is the perfect activity to develop student athletes into future leaders. Developing good work habits, discipline, integrity, focus, balance will breed success and winning, which equals championships, as Brother LaGore has mandated for me, not only in the classroom, on the field of competition, but in the community, and that will really serve as success for life as these student athletes go out and become successful in their lives. Our coaching staff, our athletic staff, our administrators are the mentors and the teachers that will set the condition and instill these qualities in our student athletes so that we can receive those results. I would also like to thank our athletic administrators, support staff, and coaches at Iona College for a job well done this year. We are still in the hunt for the MAC Conference Commissioners Cup. And for that, I thank you and I applaud you. Special congratulations goes out to Coach Brian Kelly, his coaching staff, and the student athletes for a job well done in Saturday's NCAA water polo playing game versus the Redlands. Also, best wishes in Michigan this weekend as you advance in the NCAA water polo championship. I'm extremely excited to work with this coaching staff and the administrators, especially our two high-profile sports, which happen to catch all the glory and all the blame at the same time. So there's a double-edged sword. Sometimes you want to go under the radar, but I know the two basketball programs are the kind of the lightning rod for the college. But I look forward to working with all the coaches, and my vision is that we will all be here a long time. I would also like to thank the student athletes that came today for a job well done this season. I truly look forward to working with you for your successful journey through Iona College and through the athletic department. And I do understand what you go through. I do understand the decisions that you have to make in order to help us win. So I'm very sympathetic to that, but I'm also proud and honored for the accomplishments that this team and this program with the student athletes have made. I would like to thank my parents. My father's President Eugene Marshall Sr., who was my idol and basically gave me the vision to strive to be successful. And for him, I'd like to thank him. My sister is here, Minister Burke, who as a young girl went to all my games, high school, and went to college and watched me coach and yell and scream. And I appreciate you being here today. I'd also like to thank some of my colleagues that made the truck from West Point as well as Ramapo. My son Jason, Chuck McBreen, the head men's coach at Ramapo College, Taisha Grace from Seton Hall, who worked with me in a couple of different stops, and Todd Lizzo, who worked for me at Ramapo College. This is the kind of family that you have. And although I'm leaving them, they're happy for me, which really tells you the type of family atmosphere that we like to have, and I feel it already here at Iona. I would like to thank my children who unfortunately had to share their dad with hundreds of student athletes, students, coaches, administrators, colleagues throughout their lives, as well as being drawn into the family business of athletics, and particularly basketball. Jason, I am extremely proud of your accomplishments as a student athlete and then now a coach. Gene, I'm also very proud of your development as a student athlete and a young man. And Jackie, I'm extremely thankful for you to allow me to give the approval, because I could not have got involved with the Iona search if she didn't approve it, for me to share Iona College with you. And I am very proud of your maturity to sacrifice your privacy for the greater good of the college and the athletic department. And that is which is the same reason why you gave up your redshirt freshman year to help the team out when they needed. And that makes you very special, and I love you very much. For my wife, who's had to spend a lot of nights wondering how am I going to come home? Am I going to be upset as a coach? Am I going to be nice or quiet? I thank you. The best appointment that I had was 23 years ago when we got married. You've been you've been truly thankful as a wife, best friend, a co-pilot through this journey through life. I would not be standing here today without you being by my side. And for that, I thank you and love you very much. Finally, I would like to thank everyone in this room for showing up today and showing your support for Iona College, Gael Athletics, and my appointment. May God bless each and every one of you as we take this journey, and together we commit ourselves to the advancement of Iona College and Gaels Athletics. Thank you, everyone.